I am talking about the history of the UVa Online Judge, and I am speaking Spanish, but the slides of presentation are in English. Then I hope you enjoy looking the slides about this very long history that started 20 years ago. This is the main periods of the history. The first age, or age, 1987, 2001. The second age, to 2007. The third age, as of today, and about the future. Well, this is the first written report I have found in my documentation, and I have to say that it is also the last written report I have found. It was written by Ciriaco Garcia, who was the developer of the first online judge, and it's a very nice document because it contains all the details that the first version of the judge. For example, this is the basic scheme where, as you can see, the language is completely similar to the real judge, the law ministry, the court, etc. In fact, the scheme is more or less the same. Sorry. And this is the internal structure, the architecture of the judge. Some parts of this scheme wasn't never developed. For example, the part corresponding to the statistics or so in the first level. But there are some curious aspects. That's, for example, the atypical database we used for 10 years, from 97 to 2007, because every register was only 20 bytes, and this was a very important limit because only 2 bytes were to represent the user, and this is a limit of 65,000 users that we arrive quickly. And then this is the main problem with this database, but in other points it is very similar to the actual one. It worked from the first submission, 00, and the last one was the 5 million, almost 6 million, and it works well, let's say well. We have the first age, the main work of the developer, Ciriaco, was to protect the system from the hacker and many other troubles we have during this period. Here is a relation of the first users. The first one, of course, was the own Ciriaco, and his registration was the 1st January, but the first submission was 15 April, but was accepted. The second user was a people named Moy. I remember him, but I don't know the real name. But he was more or less the official checker of the change that Ciriaco introduced every day. The first one, 4 and 5, were contestants of the UVa University at the ACM ICPC contest, and Antonio was the leader for almost 2 years, and Jesus Paul was world finalist in 2001, the first time our university advances to the finals. Well, and the last one also. And the first open user was Hans Donhan. You know Hans Donhan from ETH, because he was the official archivist in that time, and was the first users outside of the UVA who tried to send some submission. It was as of September 97. For these 4 months was only for our use, internal use in UVA. And I didn't remember more. Then, looking through internet, I found this site, the web archive, or maybe all of you know, but I didn't know. And here you are the 5 more important links, and I spent almost the last 2 months going through this almost 1,500 capture. First, this was our first machine, and then it's very interesting to follow all this page to know how the judge was changing with the time. I hope that very soon we have a resume in Wikipedia because the actual page is really poor, but we are working about. Here I am showing some of the more curious page, just to remember. This is the oldest homepage I have find in the archive, and I see it was the GUI. The GUI is the group of informatics from the University of Valladolid, and they made the support for these 4 years at least. But this is the first homepage I have been able to find. This is not really the judge, but this one is. As of 21st December 97, we have 400 problems. You can see here 4 volumes, 400 problems, and several details curious. As for example, well, here is difficult to see, but the status of the judge tell us that the computer was at 286 Intel computer, and as you can see, the look was just HTML with some defects, let's say, but the base was almost perfect. You can see here that the first problem had at this moment 7 submissions, and right now it has maybe 500,000 submissions only of this problem. And but this is a very interesting picture because we can see here that we have an staff from the first day. As you can see, maybe the staff was just myself and Ciriaco Garcia and the university group of informatics. And I can see that in some moment we changed the computer to another powerful computer, maybe so powerful that maybe A386, maybe. But I can remember this computer. I don't know if maybe Ciriaco remember, maybe not. But by April 2001, we changed to a new computer, and this is the last homepage on the first one, in the group university computer. Is the end, the first age of the UVa Online Judge. But I have put this picture because there are three news here. That the first one is that the University of Valladolid advanced to the finals, and Carlos was there, and also that a new clone of the UVa Judge was raised in Baylor University, the Life Archive, the ICPC Life Archive that started working by 2003, I remember. But even though this is the last page at the old computer, 2nd April, since the 1st of February, the judge was working at the first proprietary computer of the online judge. That starts working by the 11th February. It's the beginning of the actual age, is not the actual age, that the second age of the 2001 could be the final of the online judge, but in fact was the beginning. The 23rd February 2001, the migration was not yet finished, and we asked our user, a lot of users already, we asked to be patient. But because we have working in 2 new judges, the Life Archive, as I have told before, and a new judge that allow us to use for teaching. Was the first tentative. And this is the Life Archive, the first homepage I have, developed by Carlos Casas and Fernando Nájera. It is mainly to keep the legacy of the ACM ECPC contest, to have all the problems of the different regionals, at least from 2000, but we have also some problems before this year. It is supported by the collaborative or competitive, I never know very well, Learning Institute from Baylor University and from IBM as sponsor, as the main sponsor of the contest. This page is from, as you can see, from 13th September of this year. That means that the Life Archive runs smoothly in the virtual center of Waco with a problem. We have already more than 5,000 problems and has a similar look and service that UVa. They use the same software and their lives are parallel, in fact. But the 14th July 2004, we changed the look in a new compute. You can see here that the look is more or less the same as before, but it was completely chaotic at this moment, and we migrate to a new computer, a Pentium 4, the 23rd February, and the look change it from this to this one. It's not marvelous, but it's a bit more professional. We have already 800 programs, 8 volumes, and some more services about statistics mainly, and some tools from different authors linked here to help the users to learn programming and algorithms mainly, also mathematics sometimes. This is looking the teaching perspective. We elaborate this statistic with Sariar Mansour by the end of the 2005. We have only 4 million submissions, but very authentic, because there were not collection of solved problems in the web, and the users were independent, and 45,000 almost, and I think it was the best moment to do this kind of reflection about how the online judge help to learn informatics and algorithms. As you can see here, the growth of the judge was very important this year. This is the number of submissions per month, and we already have 100,000 submissions per month, almost more or less 3,000 every day. And most of the users were participants in programming contests, and very important, we knew at this moment the country of the user, because there were not Gmail or Hotmail or Yahoo, etc., and the address was the extension was the name of the country, the code of the country. And then you can see here how does the practice change the things. More important details here. As you can see, on the left, we have the type of user with all the users here, 0 or more affected problem, more than 25, etc. And here, more than 500 affected problem. And this is the ratio of affected of growth. Of course, this is an increasing number, and this point is very important, because the difference between the newcomer and the expert was almost 15 points in the percentage of affected problems. Of course, compilation error is go down, and all the other wrong answer go down also, and only affected increase what is easy to understand. But I think is this other table is more convenient. It's a different point of view, but here the users are split by rank, by the number of affected problems they have. 0 to 49, 50 to 99, etc. And then we see that with the practice, the ratio of affected increases a lot the first level, but till a point, and at this moment it starts going down. Why? Because after a user has solved more than 400 problems, there are no more easy problems, and then the ratio of success stop to increase. Of course, the compilation error go down and all of them, but this field of affected problems increase only to a point around the 42-43%. Of course, there are some users with all the problem affected, but almost all the problem. But at this moment, 2005, we decide that something must be done to help the people in the task of to learn more quickly. Well, these data are the same for different type of problems. Here are problems with where the level of acceptance is from a small level to high level of acceptance. This table is for a low level of acceptance, and this one for high level of acceptance. But the numbers are very similar. The relative here, low level goes from 11 to 27, and high level from 40 to 67. But the change is very similar. Here is by level of difficulty. This is a very subjective term, difficult, but it depends on the percentage of people who get finally affected. And the data are very similar also. Basic problems, hard problems, the ratio of increasing is similar. 11 points here and 12 points here. Then it is in the matter the kind of problems, because the user improve his ability in the same, following the same frame. Well, but something must be done, we think, and then we finally use a real server in Waco. The 7th September 2007, we migrate to Waco, to the Virtual Computer Center in Waco. And then we change the look. We start using a real database and a new registration system that allow us to know some more details of the user, but we lost some other details as the country, as the original country of them. By May of 2009, we come home here to the University of Valladolid, working and the server is an IBM computer donated by the Baylor University. As you can see, now the change is very important also. In the web page, we use Joomla as content management and administration. The new developer from this moment is Miguel Revilla, and he continues still. And this is the same look we still have. This is the last image I have of the jazz on the hair, because right now we are somewhere in the cloud. I don't know where, but we can see here the first very important tool for statistics to classify the problems by categories. That is the UHUN tool developed by Felix Halim, that you know perfectly. And the last tool we have incorporated to the judge is the UVa. That is a very important step for self-learning. It is developed by Benitza, that he himself explained later what is the bug. But from the 1st June of this year, we are hosted in the cloud. It is, if you go to the Google Analytics page, you can see that is the only day we have not visit after an average of 6,000 sessions per day. But the 31st May, we have not, still we have 96. I don't know how, because the machine was closed. Maybe because we have this statistic says that the number of visits is almost constant, because this picture show that our user never sleep. Of course, this is the the UTC hours, and the judge works continuously, 44 hours per day, but even though the local hour of the user, we see that from 0 to 9 in the morning, there are still almost a quarter of submission during the night. People likes very much work in the night, it seems. Then this is a report we asked to a professional company to see what to do to improve our judge, comparing with another similar judge. We see that we have to go in this address, in the social aspect of the judge, and we start working in this address from this moment via a social network, etc. And then this is the new problem, the new project at this moment. This is to be continued. At this moment, the UVa Online Judge is a project of the Fundación General of the UVA. This is the numbers right now. It is from 2 days ago. We have 16 million submission, 800,000 users, but this data we have to look carefully, because the active users are really 200,000. There are many people who register just to take materials for working, but not submit problems. The number of problems are 4,584, and the number of public contests we have arranged. This is not the question today, but we have arranged more 337 contests. Tomorrow there are one more, and the day after another one, in case. And this is the leaf results, the number of submission per hour, per day, per month, and per year. As you can see, right now we are near the 2 million submission per year. I hope this year, by the 31st December, we will have 2 million submission, and we are increasing. This is the numbers. They say that after 2011 we are increasing quickly, but this is more significant. The difficult periods that we have along all this year, but at this moment it's clear we are in the best period. Well, just to resume the history, we can see here the different machines hosting the UVA, the 286 and maybe a 386 computer at we, with this number of submission for 4 years, 10 a new computer, 2 million submission, the Pentium 4 no, this is the accumulated amount, sorry. And this is the computer. This is not a real picture of the computer because I don't know which computer it was. But this one and this one are the real computer, the first ACM and the second ACM computer. I keep as remember. This is the period in Baylor University. I don't know which computer, which server they use. This is the IBM computer. He received 8 million, almost 8.5 million, and this is the computer is this. This is not the computer, and this is the cloud. I don't know, somewhere in the cloud by 132 days running in the cloud without stopping. And this is the step toward the collaborative learning. We add some services. Well, the first step was coaching our teams. And then we arranged regular contests. Sariar Mansour was the coordinator and the creator of this tool for trying and compete. He has a very important problem setters team. Then also the board was very important. Carlos Casas and his team of volunteers managed this forum. Then Rugia, Liu, and Steven started with the categorization of problems, and at this moment almost 100% of them are in one or more categories. Each one is a very important task they do. And then the last two tools we have added, I told before, that you hand and you debug. But you know very well. And this was a tentative judge for teaching to allow the user arrange a classroom, a virtual classroom, and it born as a complement of the book that Professor Schiena from New York and myself wrote, and it has worked well enough, but not is not the final solution. It still is running with more than 2,000 classrooms and 12 years working, and still continues as a part of the campus, virtual campus of UVA, but is not satisfactory for me. And right now, a lot of tools for helping in the use are have been building by different people. Maybe the most important is this extension of Chrome navigator, developed by Lam Van Viet, but there are lots, really. Even it is possible to submit problems from the command line. I can understand how, but it is. And many more. If you look at Play Store or so, you can find several. I have put here 5, and we continue with the contest, and we have also several chats. Johan, Udebach have their own chats to allow the user to interconnect. And here, yeah, to finish, you can see here the actual members of the UVa team, the basic member, but I have to remember 3 people between lots of collaborators. But Javier Achirica, Ciriaco Garcia, and Fernando Nájera were very important in this develop. And just to resume all these contents, you can try to get this video, and all the information is here.